So the way, if there is a very strong flow of water in a river and a small, you can say a piece of bamboo, gets in that water, it will go in the same flow, same direction. And if there's a cyclone, it will start going round and round. So if you are in it, then you will follow the course of that. And if you are out of it, then you don't have to follow it. So Pudgal has a cycle. And that cycle says that everything repeats. So if there is a Titanic, which, sunk in this particular era, there would be another fifth Kal, the fifth era in future, when there would be something like a Titanic, and where it will sink, and where all the people on the Titanic will also sink with it, and some people will still live on because they will be saved, and those ratios will all remain the same because everything is in a repeat mode. Then which Jeev will land up in those souls who are going to sink with the Titanic? So there are placeholders, and those placeholders are of Jeev. Because if some of you are aware of it, all the lives that we see in this world, which are called Sansari lives, they are of a type which is called Asamana Jatiya Dravya Paryay, which means they are like a combination of Jeev and Pudgal coming together to make a life form. There's a difference between us and Siddha, isn't it? Siddha are pure life form. The gods whom we worship in Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, when we say Namo Siddhanam, we worship gods who are pure life form. But all the other worldly beings, all the other people like you and me, like the human beings, the animals, the plants, all these life forms that you can imagine, even the viruses or the bacteria, they are a combination of a life associated with a certain Pudgal Parmanu. And this mixture of two different elements staying together for a certain period in a partnership form, you can say, kind of. So that is called Asaman. Asaman means dissimilar. Jatiya means they belong to dissimilar types of forms, because living being is living and non-living is non-living. But both dravya come together in a form. So that's a dravya paryay. So this, all the Asaman Jatiya Dravya Paryay means the associations of living beings with the Pudgal. In the partnership form, if one party is Pudgal, if one party is non-living, then you follow the cycle of the non-living. So every Jeev who is within this scope also has a cycle, which is called Karma Paravartan or Dravya Paravartan. Now this Dravya Paravartan that we are talking about, or a Pudgal Paravartan, it can be called either or it can be called a Karma and no Karma Paravartan. All these are the same names. Now if you want to get into the depth, of course, you are welcome to do the detailed course. These are more of introductory lectures. So we will touch on the surface here. So this Pudgal Paravartan or Dravya Paravartan or Karma and no Karma Paravartan that we are talking about, this is about those living forms that work in tandem with the Pudgal in a certain cycle for that particular time, which the cycle takes to complete. And one cycle completed means when you move into the next cycle, it is 100% in a repeat mode. For the Pudgal, 100%. For the Jeev, it may depend. Okay, hold on. Why so? Because the Pudgal only knows one way of working. Automatically. In a repeat mode. With the cause and effect. The way it is coded. But the Jeev which get into the flow of this have to follow that cycle. the Jeev who come out of this, they are not liable to follow the same cycle. And because the Jeev has a longer cycle than a Pudgal, because this association is not the only thing, there is more life to Jeev. So hence, there are Kshetra, Kal, Bhav and Bhav Paravartan also, which is the cycles of the Jeev. Beyond the cycle which it is associated only with the Pudgal.